Alright, so whenever you see that we have an empty space on the two sides of one swing high, that is your swing high pivot. You see this, the two sides of this is empty, this one as well. And this one is also higher than its sides. You see this doesn't count as one because it should be the swing high at the moment. It should be higher than the sides of it at the moment. So whenever you have, you see this is a V shape. The tip of your V shape or reversed V shape is your swing high. Now if I connect these together, this could be your trend. So you can only find the body pivots in these areas. It could be there or there. Now that I have a downtrend here, you see that? We have a swing high and it's moving downward. And I have a descending signal based on candlestick. So this is the pivot, right? Yes. Okay, let me delete that. So this is your pivot, right? Yes. But the price has gone past this pivot, so you should sell. And you see when it's going to reverse. It's exactly on the body pivot. Can you see it? The reversal has happened on the body pivot. So if it goes further than the pivot, you should start selling immediately. When you sell, it's going to decline and then jump back up. It's going to jump because this is your last collision. If it can't open this, it's going to continue the trend. Or for example in here. You see we don't, it hasn't reached here at this point. Not this one. Excuse me. Usually there are some patterns on the swing highs that are called hammer, for example, in the book. It has a very small body and a long shadow. And now that I'm looking at it, I see that the candlesticks and the swing highs are like that because of the body pivots. The candle gets formed and then it comes down, it hits the body and then it forms a long shadow. Yes, you can almost say that, but generally when a swing high is formed or because of these pivots, you see, someone sent me a photo today. Someone sent me something from a channel. I know him. And it was very interesting. Let me show you. Alright, so look at this. Can you see this?
بله.
Yes. So he has bought here. You see that he has bought based on very precise circumstances and he has continued to buy. So now the price is right there. Can you see it? And he has started a deal on this point. So, and he only trades on swing highs and swing lows based on millimeters. So he only considers a candlestick and shadow pivots. And that is the same in here. This is
استاد در واقع
this
توی
was on pound
دقیقاً
dollar chart.
توی هفتا توی
So
بلوک
we
هفت
should
بای میذاره،
buy
توی بلوک
at the
8 دارم
tip
سل
of the
میذاره.
V shape and sell at the tip of the reverse V shape, right? Yes, exactly. So, but should how are you going to understand
دقیقاً
if
کدوم
a specific point is the tip of the V shape or reverse V shape? For example, if we don't have this part of the market, we don't know if that point is our tip of the V shape or not.
استاد استاد من حالا فکر میکنم
Excuse me,
این
I'm only
به
guessing,
خاطر اینکه ما اگه بیایم به تایم فریم عقب‌تر میبینیم این یه
but
ذره تاریخی تره، توی یه دونه پیوت خیلی قوی افتاده.
if we go back on the market, we see that there has been a pivot on the past. Or maybe there's an application that can help us or a tool. No, Mr.
یه پیوت
Sadeghi
خیلی
just
قوی
pointed
افتاده.
out a very good point. You probably have a strong and powerful pivot in the past. So you see,
دقیقاً.
we have bought here at this area. Let me draw the Fibonacci chart.
78.
It's on 78 level. And what did I tell you about the 78 level?
78.
Well, in in the swing lows,
وادی در
right?
راست.
Yes. So 78
دقیقاً.
level is an area that you have swing lows, right? 78 and 89.
بعد استاد
Is that clear?
اینکه
Excuse
دقیقاً
me.
تو همونجا هم بایشو میزنه، منتظر نمیشه
So
که
we should
یه
buy
چپ و سقف
exactly
هم
at
بزنه
that
ته
point.
گیرش بده.
So we don't wait for confirmation of the lowest point of the chart. Yes, you should buy at that point. Excuse me. So inside the trend there, it's a it's a little bit lower than the reverse V shape. No, the other one. Excuse me, can you give me access? I don't know where my pencil is. They're all disabled.
من هر دفعه استاد اومدم آیدی بسازم هی
You
پیغام
should
خطا میده. من چند وقت
create an
چند بار
account
البته
so that you can have access to all of these tools.
راست میگی. آره آره آفرین.
And you have to use VPN. Miss Sharfi, on what date? One of them was on October 30th
همونجایی که
of
همونجایی که بودی الان.
2016.
همون نه نه همونجایی که الان بودی.
اون ته
Right
یه
there.
خود جلوتر
On the
بذار
left.
بذارید
A
توضیح
little
بدم
bit to the right. Yes, right there.
اینجا یه کمی بالاتر بریم بالا تو بریم
Please
بالا قله
go
اولی
up a
و
little
قله
bit.
دومی کمی قله که
The
خالی کرده
the second swing
این
high there.
این به شادو هم بخوای بزنی به شادو هم بخوای
If we
خط بکشی
consider
میفته بالاتر
the shadows
یعنی
as well, it
اینجا
has
نیست
to,
یعنی اون
it's a little
چیزی
bit
که
higher
کشیده
than
الان یه
78
مقدار پایین
level.
تره اگه دقیقا روی همین نقطه که توی 28 اکتبر 2018 خرید کرده
So if
آره
they have bought
اینجا
on October 28th,
میتونم اون ته خرید کرده اصلا پیوت که بوده
we've had a pivot here.
این پیوت بوده دیگه اینجا مگه ما نمیگیم این گودی هشتو وقتی داره میره به
We
سمت
say
بالا
that
ما
if
گودی
the
هشتو میگیریم دیگه
tip
هشت
of the
الان این
reverse V shape
شادوش
is going
تقریبا یه
up,
چیزای اینجاها در میاد همینجا
the
که خط
shadow
کشیده این
should
مقدار
be
بالاتر
somewhere around
ولی لای
here,
خط
but not on this line. No, okay, wait a second. You see, the price
آره
was declining here. So this is not your
بله پس
swing low.
راستی حساب
راستی حساب میشه
The
هفتیه
right one,
هفتیه هفتیه
the one on the right, which is a V shape, counts as a swing low. You see, because the price here was declining,
آها
so it has to reach this. Okay, I got
درست
it.
اصلا چند تا گواه داریم ما در اینجا برای
Excuse me,
برداشت
we
یکی گودی
have
ذره
some
دوم خود
confirmations. One of
کندل
them is the
هفت
swing
گوشه
low
سومی
and the
کندل
weekly
هفت گوشه
candlesticks,
ضربه
which is the
شادو
second one,
پایین
because
ایجاد
it's
شده
giving us an
تقریبا
ascending
فشار اومده به سمت
candlestick.
بالا میتونه اون
Alright?
باشه یعنی یکی
Is
از
that correct?
دلایلش
No. You see, the price has been opened exactly right there. Let me
یعنی قبل از اینکه اصلا این
check
کندل
something
هفت
here.
تشکیل بشه بره بالا
I mean, before the candlestick was formed. No, please wait a second on the
آقا جان
hourly
سه تا
time
خط
frame.
روند راحت تشخیص داد و خریدش رو داد
So here he has traded based on trend lines, right? No, he hasn't. You see, he
درست
has drawn these trend lines here.
درسته
You may think that he has traded based on these trend lines, but you see, this person is very professional. He has drawn
متشکرم
these trend lines to deceive you, but he hasn't traded based on these trend lines. So you see, the date here is no, it isn't written here. 1.24945, which is, let me find it on the chart.
دقیقا رو خط انداخته رو خط هفت
It's exactly on the 7 line. On
رو
the
لیبرتی استاد خریده
swing low of the V shape.
بله
900
It was 45, right? Okay. So it's right there. Let me delete that line. So it was exactly on your 78 level. Can you see it? You see that? This is exactly where he has bought. So look at the zone that we have right here. And you will understand because I have taught you this before.
دقیقا افتاده روی پیوت گودی ذره
So it's exactly on your swing low
بله
pivot. Alright.
بعد
So what confirmations do we have? You see, you were right about this one. But what if it had opened the swing low here because it has broken all of these pivots. So at that moment you said to yourself, how do I know if it hasn't opened these pivots? So how has he started to trade?
البته استاد ما تقریبا میشه گفتش که دو تا دیگه
However, we
موردی
can
عقب
say
داشتیم.
that we have two more swing lows,
البته شاید نرسیده بهش ولی خب
but maybe the
میتونه
price
ازش
hasn't
بگیره
reached
نه؟
them yet. No, it hasn't. The price hasn't reached those swing lows.
از کجا فهمیده اینجا خریده؟
How do we know he has bought there? You see, we have some candlestick pivots, right? We have a candlestick base. We have the shadows, right? And we're looking at the weekly chart. These are, if we go on to the hourly chart, you see that we have swing lows. Each one of these is a swing low, is a swing high, excuse me. So the body pivot is right there. So the first confirmation is the 78 level. So we've had the swing low there, and then we have a candlestick pivot right there. And then he has obtained the confirmation from all of them. And after that, I'm asking you, which collision is this? This is the first collision, right? So, did you see how easy that was? Yeah, this friend of mine always does this. And he always draws these trend lines in hourly time frames so that you don't understand what he's actually doing. And I've talked to him once, and he thought I was a beginner. But he told me about his strategy, and we mixed up our strategies, and it worked out very well. And I know another person who lives in America, and he has also a channel on Telegram. He's a professional. He's an expert in this. He does the exact same thing. Excuse me. If we try to find this analysis and ask for your confirmations, we can take orders, right? Please repeat. I said we should try to look for these kind of channels and analysis from these people. Yes, you have that in your timetable every twice or every 2 weeks or so. Yes, so we should have at least 2 or 3 confirmations that, for example, we're going to have a reversal, right? For example, this swing lows and candlesticks and body pivots in the first collision. These are all confirmations for us, and I think that this is a common thing in all of them, in all of the charts. And that's what the market is about. Yes, exactly. There are only 6 strategies. And you have to get the confirmations from all of them. Excuse me, I didn't understand something here.
اینو من نفهمیدم این برخورد اول برمیگرده درسته برخورد اول
It's going to retrace on the first collision, right?
درست
Is that correct? Yes.
نفهم
You see, you're going to learn 6 strategies. When you master all of them, you have to start using them. And you have to get the confirmations from every single strategy. For example, here I have drawn this for you. in the hourly time frame. So I have shown you this. So the first confirmation is that this is your 78 level. And I know that I have drawn my Fibonacci correctly because it overlaps these pivots. And then you know that it's the first collision. So we have a very powerful pivot. The next confirmation
پیوت تنه.
is the body
خب
pivot. The body pivot is exactly on the 78 level, which overlaps the swing low pivot. So you see that the confirmations are getting more and more strong and powerful. And the other thing, let me see what it was. What was I talking about? Fibonacci and swing low first
همین 4 تا
collision
مورد بود استاد. پیوت، گوجه دره، پیوت تنه، برخورد اول.
and the body pivot. These four. So we have 4 confirmations in here. Is that correct? Yes. And you can also get an ascending signal from your candlestick. So let me zoom in. And this is your 4-hour time frame. Let me delete this. So in here, what do I have?
کندل تایید.
This is a confirmation from a candlestick. No, here. What do I have here? Oh, excuse me. I forgot that I haven't taught you about the candlesticks yet. I'm sorry. So the next confirmation is the candlesticks, the signal you get from the candlesticks. And this has made it even more powerful. So the photo that I showed you was an hourly time frame, so it's very zoomed in. He has done it on hourly time frame, so you don't know what he's actually doing. But the main thing was the thing that I just talked about. Let me see where he has put his take profit. No, he hasn't put it. He hasn't shown it in this chart. So, excuse me, he does long-term trades, right? Yes, he does. He only does long-term trading. And the other guy that I talked about, he also does scalp trading. But I will send you their IDs so you can check it out yourselves. What lot sizes do they use? He uses 1 lot size. And yes, he has done a very good job. So him and my other friend, they take the orders honestly. They don't, for example, open many sell accounts or buy accounts, but the techniques that they use are very deceiving. Yes, because of what he has done, he hasn't obtained the confirmations. He has connected the swing highs together and the swing lows together. I don't really know what he has done. Yes, and it makes you wonder what he has actually done. Yes, exactly what you said. When you, even right now, when you connect all of the swing highs together and swing lows together, you see the exact same shape, but it doesn't really make you understand what he has actually done. So, between the 6 strategies that we have to get the confirmation from at least 4 or 5 of them, right? Yes, exactly. Excuse me. I think it's better to analyze the longer time
به
frames, for example,
تاییدیه
weekly
بگیر
time
دیگه، یه
frames.
تاییدیه هم از
Yes,
خانم آیلین
exactly.
بگیر.
So you should get the confirmations and also
نه نه
long-term time frames and also hourly time frames. You see, the strategy that this person uses works out for himself. But when I told him about the swing highs and swing low method, he told me that with that point that I taught him, his strategy was very more complete. And he told me that it helps him a lot. So he didn't know about that technique. And it made him a lot more precise in his tradings. But these two persons that I talked about, they are very professional. Okay, so generally,
خیلی عالی بود استاد، خیلی عالی بود.
thank you so much for showing us that picture. Okay, so you see, from the day one, everything that I've taught you is being used in the future. So you shouldn't just look at this part of the market when you're, for example, working on your 4-hour time frame. You should go on hourly time frames or even weekly or daily time frames. You should look for pivots and use all of the strategies. For example, in here I have used Fibonacci, but you weren't even thinking about Fibonacci. But I
دوستان اصخایی میکنم، هم
drew it for
توی
you
جلسه قبلی
so you could
اشاره
get the
کردم
confirmations from all of the
اینکه ما
strategies.
بیایم پیدا
Excuse
کنیم
me, last session you said
بزرگا
something
و
that
گنده های بازار کی وارد معامله میشن.
we should know when the big traders
یعنی رد
enter the
پاشو
market.
مشخص کنیم. حالا
We should
بزرگا،
look for their
پولدارا،
footprint in the
سرمایه‌دارایی
market.
که در
The
واقع ما باید
ones
به
that
دنبالشون حرکت کنیم. چون پول ما زیاد
are
نیستش که بخوایم
very
تو
professional
بازار
in this
اگریگیتش کنیم.
market.
پس ما باید دنبال اونا بریم ببینیم اونا
So we
کیه.
should wait
کسایی
for
میبینن
them
که
to
گفت
enter
آقای
or we should look for
دست
them.
اینجا، نه منظور که مثلا
Yes,
تایم
okay.
هفتگی یا
No, I
ماهانه
mean
این
that,
شخص
for example, in
تونست با این
weekly or
4 تا
monthly
5 تا
time
نشونه
frame,
پیداش کنه.
someone can get the confirmations,
درسته
at least
میدونی
4 or
که
5
ولی منظور که
confirmations, and do
با همین
his
تکنیکایی که
tradings.
شما داریم به ما یاد
Yes,
میدین
exactly.
ما مجبور
I'm
باید
saying
با این
that
تکنیک ها پیدا کنیم که
we
آقا
have
مثلا
to
به
use
قول
all
شما
of the techniques that
تایید
you're
4 ساعته
teaching us.
نمیتونیم رد پای بزرگی رو پیدا کنیم. همه خورده پا هن و
And
سریع
in 4-hour
خریدشون
time
میگیریم، سریع
frames,
هم
we can't really
خیلی
see the
کوتاه مدت
footprint
همه
of the
پول رو
big
خیل میکنیم.
traders.
استاد
So we
امکان
have
داره که
to
با توی
look
طریقی
for them in
بیشتر
different
معاملهشون
time
بدیم.
frames. Can you
ببخشید استاد
please
من
show us
معذرت
more examples?
میفرمایید.
You see, is the market closed down?
چند روز تعطیل میشه استاد؟
For how many days is it going to be closed down? Until the 9th, until the Wednesday. Let me delete this first. I'm looking for a specific chart here.
یکی این بالا هست.
There is one up there. No, I'm looking for something else. You see this one. Is this a swing low or not? I mean this place.
بله.
Yes. So we've had a swing low pivot here. The price has broken this and it has declined. When has it retraced?
گودی دره رو کجا نشون دادی استاد؟ من عذرخواهی میکنم.
Can you please show me the swing low again? It's
درسته
right there.
درسته درسته. بین این
Oh, okay, I saw it. This is your swing low. So why is the price stuck in here? Why is that? Let me draw you the Fibonacci.
پیوت تنه استاد؟
Is it because of the body
این
pivot?
پیوت اون
Yes.
دست پایین
Where
چپ
is
یا
it?
دست چپ؟
On the left there.
بالا بالا اون تنه همون.
A little bit
بله
higher.
دقیقا.
Yes, exactly.
بله.
And this one. Your body pivots are two candles next to each other. Can you see them?
تک نمیشه؟ تک هم میشه درسته؟
So, is it possible that we have a solo body pivot? No, there are always two body pivots. You see them? These two are together. The close price of the other one overlaps the open price of the other.
بالا هم همینطوره. همش
And
با
these
همه.
two
دست چپ.
are the same. So the reason why it's stuck here is the body pivot. And this is the last hope of this trend. If this is broken too, it's over. Let me go on to the weekly chart. You see the signals here? Weekly time frames, when the price reaches the body pivots, it gives you an excellent ascending signal and it's going up. Or in here, you see a reversal here. But it's not reliable.
در واقع خورده به همون پیوت
So it
تنه
has
بلا
reached the
فاصله دوجین زده،
body
یعنی بلا تکیه.
pivot and then
ولی خب
it's not really
امکان نداره
reliable.
بشکونتش
Is it
درسته
possible that
استاد؟
it's going to break it and then continue? Yes, it is, but you won't understand why because you don't know about the candlesticks.
کندلش چون
Excuse
بدن
me,
وسط خورده،
because the
در واقع
body
قدرت خریدار و
is
فروشنده تقریبا متساویه.
in the middle. The buyers and sellers power is almost the same. Yes, exactly. So you see, I have an uptrend here. Then this is my pivot. And it has prevented the price to go past it once, right? Yes. Okay, so where is my next pivot here? Imagine this is broken. This pivot is broken. What's going to happen in this trend? We have one swing low pivot there. On what date? October 10th, 2018. Okay. Where's my confirmation? What percent do we have the possibility of reversal? You see, for example, imagine I have bought here and I've put my take profit right there. How do I know if this pivot is going to be broken or not? Exactly, that's what we don't know. Just guess. You see, we have a swing low here. Let me draw you the Fibonacci so you can understand it better. It's on 23 level. Okay. It's going to retrace. It's not going to break this pivot. What percent? So you said that if the price goes up and reaches the 23 level, it's going to form a swing low pivot. Let me delete this. Okay. We know that this is our 23 level, so we don't need the Fibonacci chart now.
تنم پیوت
We have
تنم
a
داره
body
درسته
pivot
استاد
here,
من
right? On the
دستم
left.
اما هفته
The
بزرگه
big V shape there. You mean here?
نه نه
Yes, on
دستم
the
دستم
left.
نه دستم اونجا که رونده همین میشه شیش
On the left,
سپتامبر
on September 6th.
6 سپتامبر.
نه همین پنج
Yes, right there.
ببینی
Yes,
هم
exactly.
جا
No, we don't have a body
نداریم
pivot
ما
there.
نه این تو بعدم
آره
I
پیوت
told you we
آفرین
have to have
آره
two
آره آره
candles next
دقیقا
to each other.
میگم منم روشن کردم
Yes.
درسته
Oh, I
آفرین
got it. Can you see it?
برمیگرده.
This is your body pivot. It's, I told you that you have to have two candlesticks next to each other. This is not a candlestick. This is a doji candlestick, so it's going to be ignored. So this is our body pivot. Excuse me. No, wait. So let me draw you the Fibonacci. Where is it? On 23 level.
گوجه
And this
گردن
is our swing low.
بعد اونجایی که الان فرمودید اونم میشه پس تنه پیوت
So
تنه
that is our
درسته
body pivot, right? That the thing that you just showed us. Yes,
قله
exactly.
تشکیل نه
But it
درسته
hasn't
قله پس
formed a
رونده
swing high. It's inside the trend.
نه همونجایی که الان
What
شما
are you
نشون
talking
دادید
about? This place? Yes.
دوجیه رو برداشت
Yeah,
حذفش کردید
that area.
پس یه قله به سمت بالا یه قله به سمت پایین
No, you see, how do I put it?
یعنی قدرت شروع تمومش یه جا بوده تو یه
It
خط
means
بوده.
that the close price and the open
استاد
price
من
were
یه
at the
سوال دارم
same
الان.
place. Excuse me, I have a question.
من الان اومدم و اینو خریدم.
Imagine
خب
I have bought in
به
here
طور مثال الان رو همین قیمتش من اینو
at this
خریدم
price
گذاشتم نزدیک 23.
and I have put my
اه،
take profit
تو چند رو
close to
همین قیمتی
23
که
level.
الان روی خط دوم تو خط قرمزی که انداختین روی این پیوت تنه اینجا قیمت رو بذارم یا مثلا 50
So
پوند
should I
کمتر
put
بذارم.
the price on the thing that you just showed us or
منظورم
should I
تیک
put it
پروفیته.
on 50 level? I'm talking about take profit. So you see the